Hey everybody, this is another episode of information to help my followers and my fans. We love our parents, we love our mom and dad, but let's look at the principles. You don't want to go to them for how to manage your money unless you want to stay small and never rise up. And here's why. Like, you heard this thing that I can't stand: a penny saved is a penny earned. Well, first of all, why are we talking about pennies? That's the problem. Second of all, the money you should invest in your company, in your brand, or an investment that makes passive income. But respectfully, we love our parents, or even your guidance counselor, or whomever it was, your aunt, your uncle, and blah, blah, blah. Were they successful? Were they super rich? Because if they're not, just go, then don't listen to a fucking word that comes out of their mouth unless you want a life just like them. I remember that classic one: don't put the cart before the horse. Bullshit. Put 10 carts before the horse, then get more horses, or push it yourself. Work harder. Don't follow these principles of lack of basic, mundane, average life unless you want it. If the person you're surrounded by is broke, don't listen to a fucking word out of their mouth. Or if they only make enough money to just get by, don't listen to a damn thing they say. Because that's the problem. It's the data. And we all went to school. I remember my English teacher, she said all the successful people were called fat cats. She hated them. She was a Democrat liberal that wanted everybody to be on the same income level, no matter how hard you work. But she doesn't know that the CEO, the vice president, the president, they went to bed every night carrying the responsibility of thousands and thousands of people on their back. That person better be in a jet. They better be in a Rolls Royce. They better, because they take on that responsibility to care about those children. And don't forget, most basic average people are selfish. They don't want to rise up and be their best to bless others. Jesus was successful. He had a treasurer, Judas. He showed up with fish, with bread and berries. He got people to listen. Jesus was successful, contrary to people who want you to think that he was poor and broke. That's not true at all. So back to this, that's very, very important. The people that you were raised with, your teacher in middle school, high school, college, whatever, was that person super successful? Because if they weren't, then the data is average, basic, and wrong. Second of all, I remember having to study the Great Depression from the 30s. Most places didn't even have a toilet. They had an outhouse. So you're going back in time to study principles of a stock market crash when we're in the digital age now. It has nothing to do with us. Wasting your time learning the crap from the past. If you want that, watch the Discovery Channel, the History Channel, watch a binge one weekend. It'll blow your mind. But that's not going to make you successful. It's not. Their way of thinking is not going to make you successful. I had to unbrainwash myself from all the bullshit that they made you download for 8 hours a day in school, 4 hours in homework. Remember that? You jam-packed your brain with so much shit that had nothing to do with business, being successful, rising up, or what their shit did was make you live paycheck to paycheck based on an economy or based on a president. Because if you invest in you, invest your brand, invest in a company, invest in something that's passive income, could be real estate, or you could have a home-based business. So forget the principles of the people that you were raised with. That's the problem. And most of these schools are Democrat liberal teachers. They don't want you to rise up to be rich. My seminar says, who here wants to be fucking rich? And if you don't raise your hand, you pack your shit and get the fuck out. Because I don't want you to infest like a cancer the passion, the fire, and the limitless abundance that's available to be yours. So again, those people with their loser principles, cut it short or cut them out of your life. But most importantly, don't listen to a fucking word they say. And you'll get a lot of it on this CNN, CNBC, NBC, ABC. Every liberal station or media you can understand wants to keep you broke, and they'll program you for that. I'm Keith Middlebrook. Stay with me for powerful information that will change your life. Thank you.